Welcome to Quarantine Cooking. I'm Jacob Young. Today we are gonna go head to head. 2 pans, 1 competition. 1 pan is the traditional cast iron skillet that you've known. You probably got one sitting in your cupboard versus the blue carbon steel pan out of France, made by the Made In company. They claim that the pan can heat up faster, cool down faster, cook more evenly, a better sear. It's used by Michelin star chefs all over the world. I don't know. I'm gonna find out. But if you haven't guessed it, we are cooking some two beautiful ribeye steaks, seasoned just with salt and pepper. Got that great marbling in there, that creamy fat that's all around in there. Gives it all that wonderful flavor. Thing to remember before you throw your steaks on, make sure you get up to room temperature so you can get that nice even temperature once it's cooked. All right, I'm excited about this. Game on. All right, right out of the gates, the one thing that I could tell with the blue carbon steel is it was already smoking before Old Faithful, the cast iron here. So it's ready to take the steak. This is just starting to warm up, but out of all fairness, both pans have been seasoned and both pans have the same amount of olive oil. So let's get those steaks going. All right, it's time to put our steaks on. We got a little smoke coming off the oil. Beautiful sear starting to happen. Now, I'm gonna put some rosemary and some thyme in with these steaks. We're gonna bring out the natural, beautiful essence of these herbs, or as Gordon Ramsay would say, and we're gonna get that nice sear, then we're gonna flip it on over. We're gonna take a look at the sear. Oh yeah, look at that beautiful sear on there. All right, looks like the blue carbon got a little bit more of the sear on there than the cast iron. Now at this point, we're gonna wanna add some butter. We already had the olive oil in there. Don't be afraid, don't shy away. I know what you're thinking, butter. That's where all that beautiful flavor is gonna come out. So we're gonna let this melt down, and then we're gonna start to baste the steak with those that rosemary, get that thyme in there, get that butter all mixed in, so the flavors start to become really vibrant. So again, at this point, now the butter's melting, you want to tip your pan a little bit, and we're gonna start basting it with a little bit of butter. Basting that steak. Alright. And be careful, cast irons can get a little hot, but if you're cooking your steak pretty fast, like we are right now, it shouldn't be too hot, not yet. But if you're concerned about that, make sure you have a hot pad, which I have right over here. Alright, things are looking good. The biggest difference that's happening right now that I can tell with the blue carbon steel by Made In is that it's cooking the steak a lot faster, obviously retaining a lot more heat versus the cast iron, which is actually performing pretty poorly in comparison. As you can see, I mean, we're running the same temperature, we have the same amount of olive oil, the same ingredients, and this steak is ready to come off. This steak is going to take some time. Make sure you rest your steak when you pull it off out of the pan. Right, so I just pulled out the steak out of the blue carbon steel pan. It's already there. We're gonna take some of that butter and some of that olive oil that it was cooking in and just baste it one more time. And now, more importantly, just let it rest. The longer you let it rest, the juicier the steak is gonna be. And right now, after basting, still just searing all the edges, all the outsides of this steak, making sure we get all that fat nice and seared, all that flavor that's going to be on the steak. And this is the cast iron. As you can see, the blue carbon steel steak is already resting and almost ready to eat. All right, the cast iron steak is coming off and it's ready to rest. Now we're going to do exactly the same thing as we did last time. Make sure you take some of that butter sauce, that olive oil, and bring it right over there. Baste it one more last time and let it rest. Looks delicious. Perfect. Now remember when I was talking earlier how the blue carbon steel pan by Made In was already smoking and ready to take the steak? Well, it's already cooled down. It's like, I can't even tell you, it cooled down so quickly. Now, these have both been sitting here now for some time, and the cast iron is still smoking. It's still having a hard time cooling down. Now, both steaks have a beautiful medium rare to rare. The temperatures look very similar. And the blue carbon steel by Made In, I have to say, definitely saved time. The sear happened much faster. All right, so closing thoughts, the absolute takeaway of the head-to-head blue carbon steel versus the cast iron pan. Hands down, night and day, 100%, the blue carbon steel outperformed the Old Faithful. And one thing I forgot to mention is if you haven't ever cooked with one of these, you better go to the gym because they are really, really heavy. Blue carbon steel is only 3 pounds. It's a beautiful handle that I noticed that really didn't get hot. And it was easy to move around. Not to mention, the sears were that much deeper and the flavor was that much better on the steaks that were cooked in the blue carbon steel. Now, I've got mine. There's a 45-day return policy on them. This pan is not going anywhere. I threw some kale in right after. It cooked the kale down really fast with the butter that was already in there, a little of the juices from the steak. It was fantastic. If you'd like to get yours, go to madeincookware.com. Madeincookware.com. Their service team is standing by. Free shipping. And again, they have a 45-day policy, so return policy, so what do you got to lose? I highly recommend it.